Hey familia, Dr. Alex here. Are you feeling stressed out, emotional, bloated, tired all the time? It could be a signal that your adrenal glands are fatigued, are stressed out, are not functioning anymore. You've also might have heard it called adrenal fatigue syndrome. So, what the heck is adrenal fatigue syndrome? Because I'm sure that those symptoms that I just talked about, the chronic fatigue, the being emotional, always feeling on edge, stressed out, I'm sure that rings a lot of bells with a lot of women. But what is that really coming from? Well, we have these two little glands that sit right on our kidneys, and they are called our adrenal glands. And those are the glands that really help us cope with day-to-day stress. Now, back in the day, back in the caveman day, that would have been stress to help you stay alive, right? Like you see something, I need to run. That I got to fight for my life, I got to stay alive, right? Because that was the name of the game back then. But now in our everyday lives, right, if you're a busy working mom, demanding schedule, you're traveling a lot, that is just the day-to-day stress that you are dealing with. And we have just become accustomed to being stressed out. So that is our norm, but that's definitely not the norm. And so what happens is our adrenal glands are always pumping out those chemicals, those hormones, working on overdrive all the time. Well, they're going to get tired, just like everything else. They get tired. Your body gets used to those hormones that are just floating around in your body. And those are not normal hormones. And those hormones are causing other issues in your body, like that constant on edge, right? That irritability, that fatigue, because your body's just in overdrive all the time. So how can we correct this? Now that you know what it is, and you've kind of identified and related, yes, I do kind of have this, and this. What can you do to help alleviate that? Well, I'm going to share with you 3 simple things, natural things that you can start doing to alleviate that. And this also, I want to mention real quickly, this stress can actually come from really traumatic events, right? So this whole COVID pandemic, traumatic event, right? Having COVID is a traumatic, stressful event on your body. Losing a loved one is a traumatic event. Working in a high stress job, like if you're in healthcare and you've been dealing with a lot of patients passing away, a lot of stress on the job, that's another one. Big surgeries, big illnesses can really put a stop to so many functions in our body because our adrenal glands just shut down because they've just been pushed into overdrive too much. And they just shut down, they stop working. They are fatigued. So these are just some of the other things that can really influence this and have you start to see some of these symptoms. So what can we do? What can we do naturally, Dr. Alex? Tell me. So I'm going to share with you. So there's 3 things. First one is vitamin B1. So vitamin B1 is really going to help you with this adrenal fatigue. It's really going to help rejuvenate those adrenal glands. There's lots of science behind it. You can go Google it if you want to, but I'm going to share with you in this short video today where you can really find the best source of this. And there's 2 ways. One of them is nutritional yeast, and it's a little powder. Well, you can find it in many forms, but usually the easiest is a powder, and you can sprinkle it over your food. And it really helps to just help people chill out and to calm down. And it's just a very natural thing. It works on a lot of those hormones and a lot of those nervous, those catalysts. I'm getting very technical, which I'm trying to stay away from, but it will help you to chill out. So nutritional yeast, it's not like regular yeast you go make some bread with. It is nutritional yeast. You can find it in most health food stores. You can find it online. Just start to search. Just make sure you're using a quality product. You want to try to use things that are organic, that are from a reputable company. Don't go for that cheapest, product you can find, because you're going to get what you pay for. Okay. So find something that is a good quality, read the reviews. Nutritional yeast is amazing. You can sprinkle it on top of popcorn. It has kind of like a cheesy type taste to it. You can sprinkle it on popcorn. That's really good. There's so many different ways that you can use it, but by adding a little bit into your everyday, you will definitely be supporting those adrenal glands and starting to feel better. The second one, and also, I'll come back to this in a minute. The second one is vitamin C. Vitamin C, and this is high dose vitamin C. This is not vitamin C like ascorbic acid vitamin C that you might get in a vitamin C supplement. The best way that you want to get vitamin C is through eating foods that are high in vitamin C, that are real foods. And because when you get that vitamin C from a real food source, you are getting it with all the other little things that nature intended vitamin C to be packaged with to help it deliver and perform the best way possible in your body, right? So just taking that vitamin C supplement that is just the vitamin C part, that has stripped away all the other stuff that nature has with it. So it's not going to perform the same way in your body as if you were eating something that was high in vitamin C. So eat high vitamin C foods. These will really help rejuvenate your adrenal glands. They'll really help support so vitamin C is an antioxidant, right? So it helps to reverse that breakdown, right? To rejuvenate things. So that's how you want to think about it in your adrenal glands. Like I said, there's much more. I'm keeping it very simple for now, but vitamin C, B1, and the last one is potassium. You want to have some potassium in your body. This is where things get tricky, and this is why we're part of my program and how I treat my clients is I do very detailed lab work to keep, track of potassium and magnesium levels and calcium and how things are playing out. Potassium is another one that is really great for our adrenal glands. And if you're eating high vitamin C foods, most likely you're getting a lot of natural potassium that way as well. That's why you always hear, because I'm not going to be the first one to tell you this, eating a diet high in fruits and vegetables is really wonderful in so many ways. Those are just those natural vitamins and minerals that our body needs, that our body craves to perform at its best. So potassium, vitamin C, and vitamin B are all amazing things to help reverse those symptoms of that emotionalness, the fatigue, the, what else did I say? The emotional, the stress. Yes, I had to think about that. All of those issues that you might be feeling, that's all a cause of adrenal fatigue. And that adrenal fatigue spills over into your metabolism and into your weight, if you're having issues with your weight, if you're having issues with bloating, because all of that just impacts how your body functions in all those other ways. So the last thing I wanted to say is we can do the food supplementation, right? Do the nutritional yeast, fruits, vegetables, high vitamin C, high potassium foods. We can also do IV hydration supplementation. And this is something that not a lot of people know about, but you can definitely do a quick Google search wherever you are in the world, and I'm sure you will find an IV hydration clinic, spa, some place that provides IV hydration therapy where they have specialized drips. And so like I currently work at one as well, and they're amazing. We have energy drips, we have vitamin C drips. There are so many different drips and combinations that you can do that can really supplement this therapy. And that's what I prescribe to my patients. I tell them, you are going to go get some IV hydration because it is an amazing way to just directly get that into your system, and you will immediately start feeling better. So IV hydration therapy, fruits and vegetables high in vitamin C, high in potassium, and doing some nutritional yeast for that vitamin B1. I mean, amazing, easy things that you can do to help reverse this adrenal fatigue for yourself. Okay, so I hope this has been helpful. As always, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I know you will start to see a great improvement in how you're feeling, right? On the inside, I always talk about that. You know me, I talk about spice, talk about that inside. So I know you'll be starting to feel better on the inside, and it will definitely start to show on the outward side as well. So don't forget, for a balanced life, just add spice. I'll see you next time.